Okay, I don't have any big goals for tonight. I just would love to get the dishes done, get the counters wiped off, get the table wiped off, and get these floors clean, and that's it. I do want to do some rearranging right here. I think I might move our little ice maker to the corner, but I want to thoroughly wipe the counters first. So the kids are about to be getting ready for bed. I want to get this done quickly so I can get in bed at a good time too.
So bang on the door, step to the floor, stir it up now right till the morning comes. We're gonna bang that drum, drop in the beat, all that we need. Turn it up now right till the morning comes. We're gonna bang that drum.
Welcome back, you guys, and I should probably welcome myself back too, but I had announced maybe a week or so ago that I was consistently coming back to YouTube on a schedule. I need to be on a schedule for several reasons, but it also helps keep me motivated, so I went ahead and told y'all that I would be posting every single Wednesday except for the last Wednesday of every month. So be looking for videos from me every Wednesday, and I've missed you guys, of course, but it's always good to take time and really figure out what you want in life. And I know that at this point in my life and the stages my kids are all at right now, time is so valuable to me, and I want to make sure that I'm using my time wisely all the way around as a wife and as a mom. But I also really truly do enjoy filming content and posting content for y'all, because it is a wonderful way to keep me motivated to clean my house, but then offer motivation for y'all, and it's a way that I can keep in touch with y'all through the comments. So I knew that I was never permanently going away from YouTube, but it's just been something I've been struggling with over the past year or so, just trying to find my place in this world. That's actually a song, I think. But anyways, I'm happy to be back. I'm so happy for those of you who stuck with me and who are here with me right now. I hope today's video provides a ton of motivation for y'all. Actually, I decided in most of my videos I want to have just my normal cleaning. Like right now, it's my nighttime cleaning for the kitchen. But then I also want to include something I've been meaning to tackle probably for a while. So we are getting to the girls' closets and decluttering all of their clothes and giving them to cousins and friends and giving them away if they're not in the best shape. So hope you guys are ready for tons of motivation today.
Said that you hurt me, no instead I just try to understand. It was so exhausting, so I lost it, had to make you stop. Didn't really feel like giving you the chance to make it up. You asked me what's the problem, to be honest, it was you. That's the truth. Was such a bad plan, 'cause I really think you wanted me to stay. Everything you did finally pushed me away. Told everyone my secrets, though I begged for you to keep it to yourself. You could buy my love, but I don't want that at all. You know I don't care about that. It was so exhausting, so I lost it, had to make it stop. Didn't really feel like giving you the chance to make it up. You asked me what's the problem, to be honest, it was you. figured out how to leave, and I'm glad because now I know how it goes. Looking back, what a messed up time it was. Figured out how to leave, and I'm glad because now I know. It really was such a
I've shared over on Instagram here and there, but Mark has been in a very, very busy season of his life at work, and so for the past several months, he has worked essentially around the clock. Like, he'll come home and sleep for about 5 or 6 hours and then go right back to work. And when he's not sleeping, he is literally at work in the office. So we have not seen him a ton for months, really. The kids haven't. They don't see him in the morning. He's gone before they leave, and then he's home way after they are in bed. Sometimes he's even home after I'm in bed, which you know that's late because I stay up super late. So now that things are slowly getting back to maybe like a little bit more of a normal schedule, and he's home closer to 7 or maybe 6 sometimes, the kids see him in the evenings, and it's been an adjustment because we're not really used to him at bedtime, and it's been great because sometimes I'm like, I'm going to clean up the kitchen, and he goes upstairs and does bedtime with the kids, which they're older now, so it's not really that much work to get them in bed. It's more just kind of hanging out with them, making sure they actually brush their teeth. And actually on this night, Max came down and he was like, have you seen my homework? I don't know where I put it. I think it might have gotten thrown away. And I don't know if y'all saw me just taking out the trash a little while ago, but I was like, buddy, I threw a ton of papers away, but I also cut up a pineapple and threw all that away. And then there were like coffee grinds and there were, or grounds, I don't know. And then there was also tons of dust from emptying out the vacuum cleaner. So I was like, oh my goodness, I probably threw it away. And the odds of me finding it are slim. And then finding it without disgustingness all over it is even slimmer. But I found it, and it was like in between several pieces of paper, and it was in perfect condition. So I pulled it right back out for him to finish it. But anyways, we are getting into our new routine, and I think that's part of why I feel so comfortable coming back to YouTube, is because I'm getting my groove back and I'm able to put more time into YouTube than I was for those months that it was just the kids and me.
people are nice, but it's only for the tips. The weather's fine, but it's nothing I would miss. My only friends are the ones I left behind. Wish I could see them just for a moment, 'cause I don't know anybody here. It's awfully lonely. I smile, but they just stare, and I see misery everywhere. It's getting to me. I cry, but they don't care. Oh, I'm getting lost in the commotion, and the sound is way too loud. 'Cause I'm not the city girl I thought I was. This town is bigger than the ocean, yet too small to fit the crowd. 'Cause I'm not the city girl I thought I was. No, I'm not a city girl. No. Oh, I'm getting lost in the commotion, and there's nowhere I can hide. 'Cause I'm not a city girl. Keep to yourself, and I promise you'll be fine. That's what my mom said when I was moving out. If you need a hand, they will take two in return. Wish I could see her. I need a shoulder, 'cause I don't know anybody here. It's awfully lonely. I smile, but they just stare, and I see misery everywhere. It's getting to me.
I am struggling with my countertop space, so I know that ever so often you need a really good thorough wipe down of your countertops, and not just like the wipe down after everything's cooked and you don't move stuff. So I don't move stuff probably as much as I should, but I wanted to get everything out of that corner. And then I also filled up Mark's little water pitcher right there. I think it's called a clearly filtered water pitcher, and it removes the fluoride out of the water, and that's the water that I use to make the ice out of my ice machine. So I have to let it filter through, and then I wanted to fill up the ice machine, so that's why I left that corner for a second. But even after I arrange everything, I just don't love the look of stuff out on my counters. But I know it's not practical to have them empty either. And I fought the toaster so much, and we use it every single day, that it's silly to put it away in between time. So I do like it out on the counter, but I can't remember if I've talked about this before, but I would love to do a little counter all the way across in my pantry on the left. I think that there's space for it, and then add some outlets, and then I can put everything in there, like even the ice machine, the toaster, the coffee maker, and that way not all of this is out on the counter, because it just doesn't look that good. But it's not something I want to fight, because I also want it to be practical for everyday use.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I truly believe in, ordinary love, ordinary love. I wanna always sleep in your shirt, 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be.
You know how people come up with their words for every year, and I could probably come up with several for this year. In fact, I've probably thought of some, but have already forgotten them. And I think that's great. I think it's good to come up with goals or words or whatever helps you stay focused and motivated. But for me, what I have realized, especially over these last few months, is I know things that I don't want to feel or don't want to do. And I find myself constantly getting to the point where I can choose to either let things go or let things build up, and then I become so overwhelmed with how much I need to do that I don't do anything. And so my biggest goal this year and going forward is just to release some of that overwhelm. Like, I know that there's going to be stuff that I can't tackle in a day. I know there's going to be stuff that it feels like my friends are getting done and I'm not getting done, but I can only do what I can do. And sometimes that means going to bed with a messy kitchen. Sometimes it means going to bed with tons of loads of laundry to do. I'm not going to let that affect my mood as much as it has in the past. It's just not worth it. So even tonight, like y'all notice, I only showed you the kitchen and the dining room. The living room isn't a disaster, but there's pillows on the floor, there's blankets, which typically my kids do clean those up. But if I don't enforce it before bed, they will forget. So that type of thing, I'm like, I'm not even looking at the living room. I'm just going to bed because it feels good that I'm cleaning the kitchen. And just like taking smaller, more manageable tasks and completing them is helping my mental state so much.
Like no
I don't know if I've ever used this Tenco on my channel before. I don't think I have, but I've had it probably since last summer, and I don't use it as often as I should, and I think it's because when stuff is wet, I know I need to thoroughly clean it afterwards, and I'm not the best at doing that, so sometimes I don't reach for this. And I do love a good mopping session where I just use my mop, and then I can get up on the baseboards and clean those really well too. But this is like a vacuum and a mop in one, and I think it works really well. I think they have like several newer models now. Like this is the Tenco iFloor 2, I think. And then I think they have like 3 and maybe even 4 now, but Walmart sends me emails because, you know, I shop there all the time, and they sent an email about some special that was going on with this back in the summer of last year, and it was really affordable. So I was like, I'm just going to try it out. I had seen it all over TikTok too. So I love it. I really don't have any complaints about it, except with me and how lazy I can be sometimes about cleaning my cleaning stuff. I don't always reach for it, but it's really good. I like it. I like using like warm water in it, maybe not super hot, but warm. It feels like it cleans it even better. And then they have like a little solution you put in there too, but it's great. So it's also nice to go to bed with a clean kitchen and dining room area. And then we're coming in on a different day to start to tackle my girls' closets. I wanted to start in Ava's closet. It just made the most sense to me because anything that I go through that she doesn't want will either be given away or handed down to Kate. And Ava is so lucky because she has a best friend who lives right across the street who is about a year older than her and wears a size bigger than her. And so all of her clothes that she doesn't wear anymore and some clothes that she's just had and never worn, she passes pretty much everything on to Ava, which is amazing. And so Ava had tons of new clothes from her friend. So I wanted to go through anything she doesn't wear, mostly because she didn't have any more hangers to use. So we passed a ton of stuff on to Kate. Basically what I did was get a huge pile of clothes. If Ava didn't want it, I threw it over in Kate's direction, and she went through all of that and decided what she wanted to keep versus what she thought she would never wear. And then we got to work on her closet. So I'm doing this right now, and then I'm hanging up all of those new clothes from her friend. I started to do this one day when the girls were at school, and then I quickly realized this is a process that we have to do together because we basically touch every piece of clothing, and I ask them, do you wear this? Do you want to pass it on? Is there anything wrong with it? Do you like it? You know, that type of thing. So Ava and Kate were in the background this entire time. Actually, Kate's not going to be in the background in a second. She's literally in the video because she loves to be and wanted to help me very up close and personal. But Ava is right there too, and just making those decisions, because I know the stuff that they wear most days, but then there's some things they don't wear as much, but they still wanted to keep. And then there were some things that her friend gave her that are still too big on her. So I went ahead and made a separate pile and folded that stuff up and put it in a bin to wear later. And then I also realized that because I hang everything up and their closets don't have a ton of space like to hang stuff up, we have started folding like PJ shirts and stuff that they don't really wear that much, like just t-shirts. And I know a lot of people fold those anyway, but for me, I've always hung them up, but there's not enough space in their closet. So for now, any shirts that they typically wear to bed, t-shirts, or, you know, shirts they've gotten in the past at soccer camp or whatever, I've folded those up and put them in their drawers.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us know how to go? We only got this life, no guarantees and stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the stars above to let us know how to go? Whoa.
This is such a process sometimes, but it definitely helps having the girls there. Ava hung up so much of her stuff, and she was also folding stuff up. And then also I just had a bunch of stuff in the laundry room that she brought and put away in her closet. And my method for things like when it was finally time to give everything away that neither one of them wanted or didn't fit, I threw it all out in the landing, and then you'll see in just a second I go through it, and I divide it up into 3 categories, one being just straight donations, one is going to Kate's little best friend who's about a year younger than her, and so all of her stuff will fit her, and then one bag is for my nieces who are like 6 years old, and so a lot of stuff goes to them, which pretty much almost always Kate's stuff goes to them, but there's some stuff that is a little bit too big that I know would be too big for them. So I went ahead and passed it straight to Kate's friend. And I do just want to say too, because every time I do like a big closet clean out, whether it's my closet or the girls' closets or the boys', I know several of y'all are like, oh, can you send the clothes to me? And as much as I would love to do that, I just don't think it would ever work out. First of all, typically when you're watching it, I've already given the clothes to who they're going to, But then also there's no way that I could just pick one person and not any of the other people. One time it did end up working out really well because one of y'all actually lives locally to me, and we found that out. So she did come over and I gave her several bags of clothes, and it worked out well because she has 4 little ones too. But for the most part, it just really makes the most sense to give it to people locally. And I hope that's understandable and that it makes sense as much as I would love to give this to all of y'all.
Keep it cool with you. I feel like breaking rules on the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us too, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us, it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us, it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. I had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us, it's
A lot of times with tasks, I am not a finisher. Like a lot of times I will just, for instance, throw this pile at the top of the stairs and not do anything with it for several days or several weeks. But on this day, I was committed to following through and getting it all done. And I even took the clothes to Kate's friend and to donate. And I have the 2 bags of clothes for my nieces. I have not seen them yet. So I was happy, and honestly the folding of all the clothes and putting them into bags is like one of my favorite things to do. I love organizing them in this way, and y'all know I love to do laundry anyway, but something about this is just so satisfying to me to get it folded up, organized, and I know it's heading out of my house.
why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? With us, it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us, it's all or nothing. With us, it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us, it's all or nothing.
I'm trying to pick one smallish or bigger task to do every day on top of like my normal cleaning stuff. And like if it's a big filming day, I might want to do something bigger like a closet. The closet under the stairs really needs a ton of attention. But if it's something smaller, like even a drawer or something that I haven't touched in a while that needs to be reorganized, and just getting to that. And little by little, I'm chipping away at it. So these 2 garbage bags are for my nieces. That gray bin is to give away. And then those reusable shopping bags are for Kate's best friend. So all of that is out of the house, which is really good. And this is actually a different day, but I wanted to include it. I wanted to change out my bedding. I needed to wash everything first, but it's been pretty chilly here in the evenings. And so I wanted to get out our duvet and duvet cover, not only because it's so comfortable, but also because I love the look of it in here. It's just gray and white. It's very simple. So I'm going to do that really quickly.
I could lie wide awake and leave my head up in space.
And speaking of days where I just pick one extra task, today it was washing my bedding. This was one of those days where I needed to pick Kate up from chorus and take her to tumbling. Ava had her concert band practice, Max had wrestling, and they have homework on top of everything and dinner time. So I was running around like crazy just trying to get everything done. And washing my bedding was my only extra that I did this day, and it still felt really good. And the bedroom smelled really good afterwards. So it's definitely worth it if you can't get to a ton of stuff just to pick one thing. I need to do a deep clean very soon on my bedroom and get some dusting done, probably under the bed especially, so be looking for that soon because it's definitely coming. And I also want to do like a complete closet overhaul, which that might even be before I do the deep cleaning on the bedroom, because I really want to just bring everything out of my closet. That isn't always the way I do things. A lot of times that can overwhelm me, but I want to deep clean my closet, like every corner, the floors and everything. So I have to move everything out of there to do that. And then while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and do a huge purge of my closet too. So that will feel really good to get that done. And then Mark was also saying how even though he's not in his cloffice that much, he still wants to like deep clean it. So we might work on that together too. And honestly, I'm pretty much just going to go room by room for the next like several weeks of videos and get stuff done, get stuff decluttered, get it deep cleaned. It's going to feel so good to get that all done and head into spring with that mindset. So I'll probably be doing some pre-spring cleaning and then also tons of spring cleaning.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about.
I know it doesn't look great or anything. I wasn't really styling them that wonderfully because I knew we were going to bed soon, but I just love the fact that everything was clean. And like I said, I'll be deep cleaning and organizing my nightstands and my dresser drawers and everything else here soon. But I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I just want to thank you for sticking with me through all these years, and I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all next Wednesday. Bye guys.
No, I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe, 'cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew